this afternoon. This is your hostess with the mostest, Donna Smith, aka Lady D, here for some afternoon thoughts. I'm up here trying to connect with you today on this beautiful day. Somebody just walked by my car talking to themselves and trying to talk to me too. And you got to keep it pushing, keep it moving. I mean, no disrespect, but that's kind of scary. But anyway, so how's everybody today? Man, it is a lovely day. The sun and breezy skies and blue skies, breezy. I thought we was gonna. I know it's some rain coming, and I think it's gonna be closer to the weekend. I'm not sure, but anyway, I'm here today because I just have to remind you guys in the moment, today and every day, we need to stay focused. Stay focused. That's on whatever it is you're doing. Oh, it's raining. It's raining out in my neck of the woods. Is that right, sis? Wow. Well, out where I'm at right now, at least doing my 9 to 5, it's blue sky. It's kind of breezy, but I thought I had heard that we were gonna have some rain. So, yep, that's it. Wow. Yeah, it's bright over here. Sunshiny blue sky. Breezy though. But anyway, I am here, you guys. Afternoon thoughts. I wanted to remind you all to just stay focused. We have these situations and things that happen that try to just get us off track. Whatever it is you're doing, I know I have had what they call writer's block. Now, I have been sitting up here trying to focus on my writing my music, writing my next book, starting off, and hey, sis, what's up, Ryan? What's going on? Um, and I've just had that block. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like there's always some kind of situation that hits you no matter. Soon as you try to focus on, I need to do this, I'm going to do that, let me get it done, and bam, here comes a situation that tries to uppercut you. And it could be through whomever, whatever, why ever, you know. And we have to find a way to just focus on that inner peace and a way to woosah and to channel our energy in more positive areas when that happens. Sometimes you have to take a break for yourself. Sometimes you have to distance yourself from everybody, everything, and any situation. Refocus, recharge. And people who care about you need to understand that, and not take it personally. It may be that you just need your own space for a minute. And needing your own space is not necessarily meaning that you're trying to shut anybody out. You just need that. But you have to be able to communicate that. What gets my goat is when one of the things that get my goat is when you have reached out to someone, whether you're thinking about them or whatever. You may have called them, you may have sent them a note, a text, or email, whatever it is, and they don't respond. They just don't get back. Now, I understand folks is busy. We all got busy days, we got busy lives, we got busy focus, we got busy situations. So it may take a minute. Sometimes it may be a delay of a day or whatever. But it just gets my goat when days go by and a person has not gotten back with you. And, or even, I think it's cool. Like, I mean, we all look at our phone. Our phones is our lives. We do everything with our phones. We're on social media with our phones. We're texting. We're doing business with our phones. We're doing banking with our phones. We're reaching out to the world with our phones. We're doing videos like I'm doing now with our phones. So, at some point you see miss message, and you may not can get back with a person right then, but as soon as you get a moment, you should do so. you should let them know. At least acknowledge, hey, I'm in the middle of this, this, that, that. I see you. I feel you. I'm gonna get with you. Just give me a minute. Let me handle some things, and I'll be getting at you soon. And let a person know that you have received their message. I try to interact timely. Yeah, I know, sis. I can't stand that now. That either. I can't stand when people just don't. It's like, come on, really? It took you that long, and then when they get back with you, it's like, hey, what's up? What's up? Like, it's all good. It's like, well, damn, I thought you was, checked up out of here. You been that busy, huh? Okay. All right. Well, okay. When you was sitting on the toilet, you had your phone in your hand. You could have hit a text. You know what I'm saying? It's just that just gets my goat. Now, I may not be all the time on time with getting back, because of the antennas and the fillers of doing 10 things at once. Excuse me, you guys. But, excuse me, trying to get that hydration in. But I try to, at some point during the course of that day, or if it's that busy where I just can't do in that day, that next day you gonna hear some kind of response from me. Why? Because I'm constantly looking at my phone for messages and things of that nature when I get a free moment. Because sometimes it's business. Sometimes it's something that you really need to get back to. Sometimes somebody could be going through something. I would hate to be stuck on the side of the road, or dealing with a devastation, and I'm reaching out to those that's my go-tos, and they just didn't get back. They didn't check. Or those that, let's just take it further. Those who see that you called and they see that you left a voicemail. You left a voicemail, right? And they didn't even listen to the voicemail. You could be telling them your weave is on fire, anything. They didn't listen to the voicemail. They may call you in the next 30 minutes. Hey, what's up? I saw you call. Well, did you listen to the message? No, I didn't get a chance to listen to the message. I just saw you call. I mean, I'm guilty. I've done that a couple of times, but I try to be mindful of that because the person may have said in the message, don't call me back right now. I can't have the phone ring right now. For whatever reason. Maybe they're in a meeting. But I'm just reaching out. I'm letting you know. Woo, 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 woo. Listen to your messages, folks. Every time, people are not always able to text, even though it only takes a couple of minutes, but they're not always able to text. And it just may be something that they was able to say real quick or whatever. But we have got to be mindful, stay focused, and remember, you have got to treat people the way you want to be treated. How does it make you feel when somebody just puts you to the side and you're not important? They don't answer, you don't answer their calls, you don't answer their texts. Because sometimes a person, I don't know, we've gotten into this text age, and I know it gets the goat of some people. I'm not gonna lie. It gets the goat. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm putting lotion on. But yeah, I hear you, sis. It ain't that much busy. Phones are practically glued to their hands. Yes, that's true. The phones are glued. And I mean, I know somebody, when I spend time and get together with them, whatever, on a personal level, we may just chop it up, kick it. They got their phone all the time right there, playing games on it, looking at it, doing whatever. But the minute you try to reach out with something important, they didn't have a phone handy, or they didn't see it, or I didn't get that message, or whatever the story is. But at the end of the day, 95% of the time, folks get their messages. Phones is vibrating or chirping. Mine say you have a message or whatever it says. I mean, I can't miss it. It lets me know. So it automatically is on my radar. I look at it real quick. Oh, okay, well, I'm in the middle of this. Okay, I got to get back with them. And I do that timely. You're not going to have to wait 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days to hear back from me. You know what I'm saying? So we have got to acknowledge that, and we have got to acknowledge, sis, that, you know, people could be in the midst of a doggone trauma situation, mentally, physically, whatever. Or they could just need to speak to someone. Maybe it's an emotional struggle. Maybe, texting has become the next soul tie too. People do that to connect when it's hard for them to spend that time on the phone talking in that moment, or they may not even want to talk. They may not even want to hear your voice, but they text. You guys, I'm talking a little bit fast today. I'm catching myself, and I think it's because one of my coworkers treated me to this chai tea latte late morning, and I think that thing from Pete's Coffee, I think it got me kind of Speedy Gonzalez right now, for tell you the truth, because I'm going a mile a minute. But anyway, yeah, so we have got to be mindful, and we have got to stay focused on what's going on before us. This is another avenue. You may have thought I'm going off track, but I'm not. That's another avenue to stay focused about. Stay focused about those who matter. Stay focused about those who care. Stay focused about what's important. Because sometimes what happens is we get so caught up on what's important for us and how we want people to get at us and how we want people to treat us, respect us, be there for us, listen to us, be mentors for us, but we're not there for them. Because even that person who is wearing that armor of shield stone, where you can never really tell they having a bad day at all, because they keep it tucked, they don't wear it on their sleeves, but everybody is human and dealing with something. Okay, some just keeps theirs tucked a little more, and some express theirs in a different, outwardly kind of way. So, the message today is making it obvious and making it our job and purpose to stay focused with everything. Some things we find it easier to sweep up under the carpet, thinking that it's going to go away. Or maybe it'll just be forgotten about and I'll come back to it on another day. Say, for instance, like this parking ticket I got. I call myself putting it in my to-do box with all my other little envelopes of interesting statements that needed to be taken care of for the month. And it got close to that due date where it was getting ready to go up. So that $60 parking ticket was going to probably go up to 80 something, then 100 something, and then, before you know it, it's on your registration. So I must have thought, okay, yeah, I get to it, it's going to go away. No, stuff don't go away. Only thing you do is create more issues on top of the issues that you already have. That's like dealing with life and its challenges and the things that we have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. I was looking at the news this morning briefly, and they was talking about how gas is going up some more. Are you serious? Gas going up more than it already is. Okay, so in a minute, I'm just going to get me a 10-speed. Put my hair back in the ponytail and just paddle, because this is ridiculous. But can we do anything about it? No. So you have to find a way to focus on what's important, on what is priority. The driving that you do. Is this something I need to go do, or is this something I just want to do? We have got to be in a position to focus on what matters, because we can't change the prices of oil and gas right now. I went to go get an oil change, a month and a half ago, And just for a basic oil change, they telling me 70 some $80. And I'm like, $80? I didn't get synthetic. I got, I didn't get the extra stuff in I got a regular basic oil change, 70 something. I say, oh, y'all do, yeah. We can't do nothing about it, right? So we have to focus on what's priority. We have to focus on what's important. When it comes to your family, focus on what's important. When it comes to yourself, what's important with you? What will bring you gratification, peace? What will take away some of the stressors that you may be going through or could possibly be in the midst of your vision coming up? The stressors, you see it, you foresee it, you know you got to go through, you got to go down that street. You can't jump over it, you can't go under it, you can't go around it, you're gonna have to go through it, right? So you need to focus on better ways to deal with what you're dealing with. And the most important thing, especially when you're in relationships and stuff, marriages, relationships, situationships, whatever, you got to communicate. Mm-hmm. Communication. That's another thing. It's a fireball. You have to be able to talk. It does not matter if that person does not agree with you. You're not going to always agree. It doesn't matter if that person does not like what you have to say. You're not going to always like it. But the most important thing is to be able to communicate how you feel about something and be heard. And sometimes it takes a minute for a person to come back and respond because they may be in the headspace right in that moment that it's not a good time to say something because I'm going to say the wrong thing. So sometimes you have to be mature enough to say, okay, let me step back. Okay, I'm going to get back with you about that. We're going to talk about that and come back and get back and talk about it. It's nothing worse than somebody saying, I don't want to talk about it right now. I don't want to deal with it right now. And then a whole week go by and you sitting up there still frustrated with, I wonder when are they going to be ready to talk about it? And then it settles, and it roots, and the core is down in there, and you go on and you get through the day on a more peaceable note, but it still is rooting. And then all of a sudden, the littlest thing, maybe they dropped a peanut on the floor and you almost fell. The littlest thing happens and this big volcano erupts. It's like this truck that keeps going back and forth here. I wish he'd find out where he's going. But this big volcano erupts and you're like, oh my God, it was just a peanut. But it wasn't just a peanut. It was everything that you did not deal with along the way that rooted, that built up to this big, huge tree. And now it's all a hot mess. You have come out like a raging bull with some stuff that's been down in there, and you scared yourself. It's like, oh my God, did I just say that? Did I just do that? I didn't really mean that. But remember, we can't take back what we do and what we say. It's like a piercing knife. You can apologize for it, and a person will be thankful that you were empathetic to it and apologize. But words cut like a knife. Things we say that is of a derogatory manner, that is negative, that is knife wrenching, is there. Is there. And then a person has to heal from it. They don't forget it, but they have to heal from it. So now Not only are you dealing with the small little situation of the peanut that fell on the floor that you didn't know and they almost fell, you dealing with the whole mess behind that too, that has created even more distance, even more frustration, even more of a hellhole situation than you had before. And then what do? I have been there myself. You try to just, okay, I ain't going there. I'm not dealing with it. I don't want to talk about it. Leave me alone. I just need to chill. And you find yourself disconnecting. And the longer you disconnect and you have to chill and you have not really focused on the situation, it gets worse. And it gets worse. And it gets worse. And you have now built a bridge that is so far that you're trying to wonder, by the grace of God, how are we going to get back to each other trying to cross this bridge? And if we do get back to each other crossing this bridge, is it going to be the same? Did we do too much damage? So we have got to focus. We have got to focus, and we have to understand. I was talking to someone earlier that was saying, when they got off work, they were really tired one day, and their mate was all revved up and just really just ready to just have some fun, and because the mate had rested on and off during the day uninterruptedly, and this other person was at work. So when they came home, they wanted to chill and relax, but their mate got mad at them because they were all juiced up, and it's like, wow, why you can't be in the moment with me? We need to chill, we need to kick it. Oh, come on, let's do this. And they just couldn't. They didn't have the energy to do it. So that other person didn't understand the dynamics behind why they were tired. And, even if it had been, hey, boo, go on and take you a little nap for a minute. And when you wake up, then we may have a little energy to do some things, or, some things I may want to do, whatever, because I've been resting all day. So they didn't even have the gumption to be considerate enough to go there. So the other person becomes very bitter and frustrated at the fact that, I just came home from work. I didn't went and did this, that on my way home, trying to make sure everything was cool. I am tired, and they not really respecting and understanding that. They get mad at me because I'm tired. I should be getting mad at them because they rested. How about that? You see what I'm saying? So people have battles that they have to face, not only in this world, in this cold world of gas that's $6 a gallon, and bridge tolls, and food. And I went to go buy some bacon. Let me tell you, I'm switching the script a little bit. I wanted to buy some bacon. I don't eat bacon pork that much at all, and when I do, it's very limited. Usually it's frying some bacon when I get a taste for it. That doggone bacon was 6, 7. No, the big pack I wanted was almost $20. It was like some that thick pepper bacon. Okay, it was like $17, $16, whatever. The small pack, $7, $8. I'm like, you know what? I don't need this pork anyway. This bacon going right back up on the shelf. Okay, they just ridiculous with everything. So not only are we dealing with inflation and trying to survive out here in this cold world, we got to come home and deal with the reality of what's going on at home too. So really, we need to stay focused on trying to make it as peaceable as we can for one another. For one another. And I mean, I do miss being with a significant other, married or in a relationship, whatever, and that will come. It's been revealed that that's going to be coming my way. Probably sooner than I can even blink. But I miss that. But then again, you do enjoy the peace too that you have when you just have to, especially if you come out of a situation where it was a lot of fussing and and disconnect and silent treatment. The worst thing in the world is I hate to be walking back and forth in the same house with somebody that done pissed me off so much that we ain't even speaking. We ain't speaking, and we ain't even sleeping in the same bed, or if we are, we don't want our bodies to touch. My foot touch yours, you jacking it away, and vice versa. That's when stuff getting kind of ugly. Cause usually folks will still be clapping in the midst of everything that's going on. They still got the clap clap. That's what kind of brings them back to earth. But when the clap clap ain't even desired anymore, it's like, oh, this is getting bad. This is getting bad. I don't even want you. I don't even want you in my space. Okay. So what I don't miss is that, but I do sometimes like the fact that I just have to worry about me. I just have to worry about if I want to cook, I cook. If I want to go out, I go out. If I want to go buy something, I go buy it. If I don't want any arguing, I don't have it. If you are someone that's close to me that I spend time with sometime and you being negative and you being dark and you giving me, okay, I don't have to see you. How about that, boo? You see? And I kind of just got to that place. And so I know what I want and how I want it. It's not to say that people are not going to argue. You're going to have differences. Sometimes you're going to have your differences, but it's how you deal with it. It's how you two come together and work this out. How do we get to the next page, the next chapter? How do we move on with these disagreements and work on them now to make it better? We have got to stay focused on the issues at hand and deal with them as a couple. As a couple. And then you have to also stay focused as an individual and deal with you. Because sometimes we have issues ourselves that is causing or contributing to the issues that we having with somebody else. Let me say that again. Sometimes we have issues with ourselves that is contributing to the issues that we're having with someone else. I'm not saying it's all the issues we're having with someone else, but it's contributing. So we have got to focus on us. What is it about us that we need first? What is it about us that we don't love, that we don't like first? And then start focusing in on fixing that or getting help to fix that. Because sometimes we need to get help. It ain't nothing wrong with that. I think most have been to a point in their life where they had to reach out and get help from a third party. And that's okay. I think it's a great thing. I think it's a good thing. It was a time in my life where I had to reach out and get some help. And it changed my life. It changed it. So I ain't always been this bubbly boo, y'all. But I'm glad God is blessing me to be bubbly now. For real. And more bubbly later. So I hope that this message has definitely reached and touched someone. I hope that you continue to find it in you to be focused in everything that you do. And this is not just about being focused and elevating on your job. It's about your entire life. Focus on you. Focus on your circumstances. Focus on your situation. Focus on your job. Focus on your finances. Focus on your health. Focus on your relationship. Focus on your marriage. Focus on your children. Focus on everything that is significantly important to you. But first and utmost and importantly, focus on you. Because if you're not right, if you don't have you together, if you don't have your mental, your physical, and your spiritual self together, you're not going to be no good for nobody else. I don't care what they come at you with. I don't care how much you care about them. I don't care how much you want to invest in that situation or how bad you want them to stay with you. Because you can run people away with your darkness. I know I get allergic to dark. I'm just going to tell y'all. I get allergic to darkness. So if there's anything dark about you coming my way, I'm going to back up so quick you ain't going to know what hit you. You not. Because I can't do dark. That's just not in my... Dark and negativity, I can't do it. I can't do it. I gotta go. Gotta go. For real. So anyway, y'all, I gotta go. Hope this message is doing someone really well. Focus, focus, focus. Remember, most importantly, love you. Like, share, subscribe. I will see you guys back on here. I'm going to try to get back tomorrow with some afternoon thoughts. I love you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful, positive, blessed day. Bye.